Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you can outrun what's running through your veins. Oh, you're carrying the weight in the dead of night on that broken road. I won't let you walk alone. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. Oh, we got each other, and if you got tomorrow, then you still got time to break the chain that left you scarred from where you came. Is it who you are? Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline.
Oh, I won't pretend that I know half the hell you've seen, but that don't mean it's something that you're destined to repeat. Oh, you're stronger than you think. You know it has to end, but you don't know where to start. You can pack your bags and I'll meet you where you are. Oh, I'll be waiting in the car in the dead of night on that broken road. I won't let you walk alone.
Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. Oh, we got each other, and if you got tomorrow, then you still got time to break these chains that left you scarred from where you came. Is it who you are? Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline.
we go. Here we go. Tony, Tony. Stop, run. On the quick, right? Swap, brother, swap. South, south, south. Run. Out, beside. 18, what's that? Run. Here we go, let's go. 18, what's that? Run. Out, beside. What? 18, what's that? Right. Out, beside. 18, what's that? Sorry. 18, what's that? Here we go. Oh, right. What? Here we go. Wait, 19 seconds. All right. 18, what's that? Run. All right. 18, what's that? Run.
Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we have an NFC fighting storm between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Only one team will keep the winning ways going to start the season as we're off in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Now for the first time, it's a game to the rookie from Wake Forest. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. A gain of 15 there. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, well, you can't do it better than that.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Offense in the hurry up here.
2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. All set to go now from the 35.
35-yard line.
Going on 1st down. It's Dart. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Working quickly here.
That's another Giants first down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Now we'll see them try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Going to the ground again on 1st. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future. On the quick, right?
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. 3rd down. Offense in the hurry up here. Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, I don't even know sometimes what it means to bow up, but that's exactly what the defense did. I do know this. It means stopping that offense in critical situations and forcing a 4th down. Now we'll get to see whether or not this offense wants to gamble.
All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Stroud now on 4th down. He's gotten to his running back. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Caught just shy of the goal line. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Going power with a big tight end. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the... end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Dart. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. This one goes for 3 yards. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
19 Lion. Go.
Darts out of the shotgun. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that sack draws him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
On the ready. Ready. Track and 60.
1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They have 2nd down behind the sticks.
Hawk 70.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Dumps it off to his running back. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Third and long for him here. That's complete inside the 35. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And some solid running here as he gets him 8 yards there into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really break the backs of a defense.
The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
It's his running back. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
18, Pioneer. 70, Timberwolf. Go.
And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Giants take a second quarter lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. Now, a great way for the offense to start the drive, Brock. A free 5 yards, and now a much shorter first down. Stroud completes it quick. And he's going to follow up the penalty with a 4-yard gain, make it second and a yard.
A gain of 4 brings up second down.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. Stick around. There's more from MetLife Stadium on the other side. Here's first and 10 from the 47.
Here we go.
Here's another carry for Barkley. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
On the quick, right?
Shotgun now for Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
It's a gain of 12. Brings up third down and
3rd and short, Barkley. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Here we go. Why Tony? 18.
Stroud's going to throw for it. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. Well, that was a big 3-yard gain because if instead of a turnover on downs, partner, it gets them a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
18. What's up? 2J. Look the hot.
From the gun, Stroud. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
21 yards.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
21 yards. And an Eagle first down.
First down, a run with Barkley. And they will be on the verge of a touchdown here, partners. He pushes this down to the 5-yard line.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Gonna run with Barkley. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal.
Oh, right. 18. What's that?
Barkley, and he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles earn the chance to tie before halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sails through good. And the Eagles tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. From the gun, here's Dart. Lobs this deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 10. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take the lead just before halftime. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7.
Eagles 14.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's going well so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He put everything he had into this one. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Dive in and he gets his hands underneath for the catch. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Stroud to throw on 1st down. Trying for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Back to the air they go on 2nd. Stroud. He's going to try another deep one here. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. And the Giants make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
1st and 10.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Running it now out of the gun. to take him down at the 12. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Third quarter is going to start with a run by Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
18. Let's go.
To the air, Stroud. Hits him on the out route. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Working quickly here.
That's good. For Eagles.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Here we go.
First down, Eagles.
Looking to throw, Stroud. It's a screen to Barkley. He's off again. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
They'll try to run it in. And he's into the end zone again. So he gets them the big play touchdown, and then they reward him with a chance to add on 2 more. Well, that right there really changes the complexion of this game. They take the lead on the conversion rather than playing for the tie.
You could just see my head up here in this booth, right? It's just shaking. I mean, the old-timers are looking at some of these decisions the new school guys are making and just wondering aloud, what are you thinking? Well, what they're thinking is what some of the data is telling them to do. And what I love, Kate, it now really puts the pressure on that other side to respond.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing now out of the shotgun. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
Escapes the pocket. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. And this one touchdown inside the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. With the 2nd level at the 40. And he takes this into enemy territory to the 48-yard line. Give him 25 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Laying out for this one, and he makes the catch. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Barkley off the pistol give. Going to defender. We've got a foot race. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. To the ground by Nick Emanwari.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Down the left sideline he goes. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Got to be 2nd down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Stroud on the sneak. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Eagles grow the lead to 7. C.J. Stroud the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone.
I don't think that defense was ready for that kind of push at the point of attack. I think they were thinking outside run, play action, but they get gutted, and they get gutted right up the middle.
Here's Stroud throwing for it. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
19 lock, Bravo 80. Go.
Darts looking to throw. Caught by his back. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Buffalo 18, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Now Darts. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Darts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
You're not going to see it in the box score, Kate, at the end of the game, but that was some high-quality zone coverage right there. Great design, tremendous communication, everybody trusting one another, and it allowed them to just collapse that pocket and finally get home.
That's caught at the 4. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
And the Giants 1st down. 1st and goal.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Quick one to the outside by Darts. And into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Giants have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th.
The kicker on for the
Not a lot of of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the offshoot quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. Now even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Here's Stroud. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Throwing is Stroud. They did it! He made the interception! And the Giants have some new life in the 4th.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Darts out of the shotgun. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, Stroud. Going deep here for the end zone. They did it! He made the interception! Rick Woolen with the INT.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push them back for 2nd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. First down from the 42.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Here goes Dart to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Dart setting in the throw here. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Running it after the penalty. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Back-to-back carries here. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Trap 60, go! 70, Timberwolves, go!
Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants needing a couple. So a big kick coming up for Brandon Aubrey. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. And his kick is blocked. Now they can move with it, scooped inside the 40. Up to the races, middle of the field. At the 20. And they scoop up the block and don't stop until they reach pay dirt. Well, shout out to the special teamers, Brock. They got somebody in free to block that kick, and things just got better from there as he took it all the way back.
These special teams coaches, they live in dark places, man, and they look for any vulnerability they can. A lot of times, you're a step slow, just a millisecond away. Not that time. It pays off in the biggest of ways.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot. Cowboy 80.
From the gun, here's Dart. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Sends this to the end zone. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They're going to pass it here. Catch made underneath by the back. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. The Giants using their first timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Running right, it's Barkley. Got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, he got a nice little gain on the ground.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
18, that's right.
Here he is to throw. Short pass brought in. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Giants 35. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
70 Lions, tracking 60. 79 Broncos.
To throw, here's Dart. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Trying to push deep downfield. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed will put 6 on the board for the offense.
And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4th. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
60 Bison.
Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up. Your start now. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. They've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is 4th down.
19 Tiger. Riggs. 60 Maverick.
Desperation time here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Stroud to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. Kept the pedal down, though, the whole way, still taking shots until the very last play. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improved to 2-0. So that's it for us here. Brock Huard, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from New York.
Handsome Lagosian, name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and it all fire.